Albright with AVNation at CEDIA Expo 2019. Buddy Brett Stuckey from RTI. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thank you.
You guys, you have done some great job kind of evolving the country, RTI, the company, over the last couple of years, introducing new products for both residential but also for the commercial. And this year you're bringing that even more full circle and bringing in new software solutions for both the integrator but also for the clients, to giving them kind of more flexibility. Talk about it for a second.
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
That.
So ultimately, it's the user experience that we're trying to make it easier for dealers to give them the ultimate user experience. We've always been known for our custom software, the ability to create that custom GUI for their client. But clients want more than that. They want voice control, they want the ability to interact with their system in new ways, and so we're working on a scheduler driver that's going to allow the end user to schedule events and do some things that allows them to take control of their system beyond the normal user interface.
Real quickly, the scheduling software, is that something that is interfaced through the panel itself, the touch panels, or is that a piece of software maybe they have to go to a website or something?
No, it's all handled right on their user interface. So whether it's a touch panel or their phone or their iPad, something like that, it's all capable right through their user interface.
All right. And then you're also adding software pieces for the integrators to kind of make their job a little easier.
Absolutely. So that's one of the things we're working on is a really tight Alexa integration, so that as they're programming devices, whether it's a remote or a touch panel, the integration with Alexa is going to be, tightly integrated, easy to program, and it's going to be a little bit more of a two-way conversation with Alexa versus a one-way on or off kind of situation. It's going to be able to query what the status of devices is and a little bit more specific about the changes that they're making.
Okay. A couple years ago, you and I had a conversation, and you started telling a story about how dealers could take one simple system, right, for one room maybe for a client, and use that experience to expand it out into more of a whole home, or maybe start adding 2 rooms and 3 rooms and then for whole homes. This year, though, you're taking that even a step beyond,
right,
and it really reflects the kind of the changes that you guys have made internally with your product line. Now you're saying to the dealer, hey, now that you've got the home, let's start talking about your client's business, right? Talk for a second about how you're encouraging and giving your dealers tools to get into the commercial side.
Exactly. So really, obviously, as it starts with the customer and the user experience, we're finding more and more our dealers are getting pulled into light commercial and into those commercial situations where their client loves it in their house. It's super easy to use because it's been so defined for their system, and now they're asking their dealers, hey, I want that in my church. I want that in my conference room. I want it in my sports bar that I'm building. And so what we're doing on the other side is we're offering the hardware and those devices on the back end that is going to allow a dealer to sort of grow their revenue streams from not just resi, not just single room, not just home automation, but competing in a light commercial space. And as they grow into those type spaces, they'll find themselves getting pulled into full-blown commercial, where we have integration with some of the super high-end systems like DSPs and things like that. And it's been really interesting. In fact, we've had dealers sort of telling stories of how they're kind of getting pulled the other direction, where they're doing mostly commercial, and their customers are so happy with the systems in their business that now they want it in their home, they want it in their second home, and they're sort of getting pulled the other direction. So while our booth is sort of telling the story of starting with a single room, a theater, getting pulled into home automation, getting pulled into light commercial, there's dealers coming back and saying, no, we're getting pulled the other direction. They want it in their home as well. So it's really been a fun show.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, Brett, if somebody wants to find out more information about the software or about becoming a dealer, how do they do that?
Yep, it's rticorp.com.
All right, we're going to Brett Stuckey from RTI. I'm Tim Albright from AVNation. For more information about us and more videos from the show floor, go by the website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.